Okay. Camera man. Okay.
The Christmas I was 5 years old, I received a toy that I became attached to. The toy has long blonde hair, is very thin, and stands at 11.5 inches. She has many wardrobes and is a highly collectible toy. If you haven't guessed it yet, the toy I'm talking about is Barbie. That's right, I received my first Barbie doll at 5 years old and I've loved them ever since. Not that I play with Barbies anymore, but today I'm going to tell you about my fascination with the history of Barbie and the evolution of Barbie. Barbie was created by a woman named Ruth Handler. In the early 1950s, Ruth noticed her daughter, Barbara, enjoyed playing with paper dolls and dressing them up as young women. Ruth realized that there wasn't any doll like this on the market yet and decided to take the idea and run with it. In March of 1959, the first Barbie doll was introduced to the world wearing a black and white striped swimsuit and was available with either brown or blonde hair. Barbie quickly became a bestseller. According to Ruth Handler, it took more than 3 years for production to catch up with demand, which at the same time, Barbie was also making its presence in Europe as well. Only 2 years after Barbie came out, Mattel introduced Barbie's boyfriend, Ken, named after Ruth's son, Kenneth. By 1963, Barbie had her first friend named Midge. From Barbie's quick success, additional lines have been added to the Barbie collection, including cosmetics, makeup, movies, and multiple friends and family. Now that we've discussed the basic history of the birth of Barbie, I'll now discuss how Barbie has changed. The very first Barbie doll sold for $3 and now can be available for up to $20. Aside from just a change in price, the largest reason for change in Barbie over the years is the change in the market. Just as fashion has changed over the past decades, Barbie has too. Mattel produces Barbie based on what is going on in society, current pop culture, what girls are interested in, and what parents are willing to buy. Specialist Kristen Wiseman writes in her book, Barbie, the Icon, the Image, and the Ideal, that Barbie has both shaped and responded to expectations of the marketplace. Mattel's ability to develop the new advertising strategies and react to consumers' desires has been the hallmark of the company's success. However, Wiseman goes on to remark that Barbie is also a reflection of the values of American popular culture. So here are some of the changes. The first Barbie, born in 1959, displayed heavily lined eyes with a high arch in her eyebrows and a sideways glance. In Christopher Vasardi's book, Face of American Dreams, he states that her figure was impossibly hourglass with a wasp waist, pointy breasts, which were in fashion in the 50s and early 60s, and very slim hips. During the early 1960s, Mattel brought on a change with Barbie. Her eyebrows were now softly arched, and her heavy eyeliner was replaced with black mascara, and her lips remained red. These adjustments gave Barbie a younger face. She gained a real change in the early 1970s when she gained real rooted eyelashes, bigger eyes, and even plumper face and pico coral lips. This was present when Malibu Barbie was born in 1971. The Malibu Barbie also got rid of the sideways glance and gave way to a more straightforward glance, which gave a more innocent face. According to Wiseman, the Barbie doll evolved from her first debut as a very grown-up attractive model to a model with a more childlike, innocent face. As you can see in the poster, here's Barbie in 1959 with a sideways glance and a heavily lined eye. It evolved, here's Malibu Barbie in 1971 with a forward-facing glance, and it also donned the first look of the long blonde hair for Barbie, which is how we know her now. Here's a change in Barbie from 1959 to 2009 at our 50th anniversary. As you can see, the look of Barbie has changed over the past decades to meet the demands of society. As Barbie's image evolved, so did her many careers. Barbie has been seen in over 100 different career outfits, such as a presidential candidate, a NASCAR driver, a teacher, a doctor, and a veterinarian, and many more. Barbie has always represented a career girl and the changing career options for women in society. Barbie displays to young girls that you can be anything you wish to be. I would like to conclude with a quote from Ruth Handler. Ruth stated, "My whole philosophy of the doll was that through Barbie, little girls could be anything they wish to be. Barbie always represented the fact that women have choices. Barbie is a world-known icon and has been around for many years. Although she has evolved and changed, one thing has remained the same, and that is that Barbie unlocks the possibilities of a child's imagination."